Greetings everyone, please go to make sure everything's set on up. Why is that popped up there? Oh well. You have YouTube's going on up. Rumble's going on up. Twitch is going. Looks like everything's online. Give me a moment to activate live chat windows and turn my macros. There we go. Rumble's going. Live chat windows are going. Looks like everything's going online there. Give me a moment to check them out of the computer. And that's all good. One thing I do need to do is double check over here, move it to YouTube. There we go. And looks like everything's good to go. I do have a replay that was submitted to me, but I'm going to warm up for 1v1. Because right now my insomnia is getting worse. Well, let's see. This one's currently Wehrmacht or Austere versus Brits. So let's try to find one that's not. And again, most of these are starting a little bit later, so let's just start off with this one. Should be adequate enough. But one I could do is also disable the preview on OBS, save some resources. So let's go ahead and get started. Once the loading bar completes. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn north side as, or south side as, the blue Austere player, we have Sleesh, I think. Spawn top left side as the red Soviet forces, we got a foreign name. I can't never tell you that's Japanese or Chinese. I think that's Chinese. The problem is I can never tell those two languages apart. It's easy to tell Korean apart from either of them. Korean has a lot of tiny circles. I just see a lot of circles in Korean. By the way, when it comes to the initial build order, we have conscripts versus MG42 versus Grenadiers, so pretty much all standard. Wehrmacht or the Austrian player can go for German infantry doctrine. Very fun doctrine. 251 half-track, 5-man squads. Both of them very good. And also you get a much more effective flamer car. German infantry doctrine is a good doctrine. Jaeger infantry doctrine is nice. Has a lot of good abilities. And of course got the mobile defense doctrine, which has definitely not as great as anymore, but still can be quite nice. Overall, I would like to see German infantry. That's a fun one. Nothing's more fun than 5-man flamers. Second combat engineers deployed in the field. That's a little less common. For the Soviet player, could see guard and motor coordination. Got the standard. I'm going to focus on this fight for enough time drain. Actually does manage suppression there, mostly when the guys are a little bit out. Does take a bit of danger. Conscript does take a bit of danger. Commandeer is trying to flank around. Commandeer actually vaults, and he is in range of the MG, both in front and outside of the fence. And the conscripts need to fall back too soon. I don't think he needs to pack up or get the pioneers or pack up in time. He should have just stood there and fought. More grenadiers straightforward. Though then again, there was this conscript squad there, which was actually out of vision range of making that angle to look at the angle of the MG. So that's why he packed on up. Grenadiers advancing. Conscripts currently hitting the pioneers. Now they're rotating the grenadiers. However, we've got flanking grenadiers here, and that is flanking shots. These squads do fall back. Pioneers are severely wounded. And the conscripts are starting to fall back now. Back to the doctrines. Of course, got the guard and mortar coordination tactics. Pretty much a stable doctrine. You got the guard rifles combined arms tactics. Good mix of units. KV-1's very nice. I can never make the ML-20 work. I can make the F-18, but never the ML-20. All because it has to have 4-man squads and 6-man squads. And of course, I got the very familiar face of the airborne troop tactics. We got this truck fully encased of barbed wire in double layers on that side there. This barbed wire is actually probably ineffective if we were to select this current MG42. Yep, there's still spots for heavy cutter there, and also some over here as well. Barbed wire is not exactly perfect in this game, honestly. It's of course meant to be a movement denial tool, not a cover denial tool in general. We do have another squad of Grenadiers on the build queue. We also have a mortar on the field. Good mix of Wehrmacht forces. He does have Grenadier bulletins and a Panzerfaust bulletin. Over here, just conscript bulletins. Also, I think the reload faster could be swapped out for the 5% cooldown bulletin.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
More Grenadiers have been deployed. Do you have now doctrine selected? The guard motor coordination tactics. Battle phase 1, which could give him the 250 half track. You have one squad of flamer engineers on the field. Inside this garrison, there's comm engineers falling on back, all the way back here. Do you have medics back here with the Soviet player? No structure though at the moment. Conscripts do take a bit of damage from negative cover. Mortar firing away. I think it's trying to actually it's firing up here. Oh, smoke barrage. Very nice. Not super important. Though he isn't smoking targets, he's going to try to decapture point while in combat. He has gone for German infantry. Hopefully we'll see a 250 half track relatively soon. Just needs a bit more fuel. He is going for tier 2 instead. Grenadiers, I put some heavy cover there. He's sort of stuck behind the light cover. And this garrison only has 2 windows on the side, so the Grenadiers will win out if given enough time. More smoke there. He does get the decapture, but the Grenadiers need to fall back at this point in time. He's not going to capture the point. Most certainly stall it out, and that is the cutoff point, so stalling out it will be very nice. But he is very prone to being wiped at the moment. Hikes up some mortar, probably from auto attack. Nope, just bring an auto barrage. And he's very clumped up. One model goes down. Next mortar. Got a pretty good hit there. Could have been worse.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
It all comes down to mortar hits. Pioneers cannot defeat conscripts. Great mortar hit there, but the Pioneers have already lost the fight. Do have the MG42 behind some heavy cover there, and it's safe enough position. Grenadiers in light cover as well. Mortar trying to hit the conscript squad. This conscript squad is pushing way forward. You have a 222 half track, or not half track, armored car, scout car, not being blown in view. It's going for a half track, probably for quarter half track. Quarter half track will be a hard counter to 222.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Bit of splash hit there. Flame engineers behind some good heavy cover. We do have the 5-man squad upgrade on that single grenadier. Everyone gets a Stormgewehr. I missed that audio line. 2-2 firing away, force back to the combat engineers. This conscript squad is falling back, so flame engineers here. With the 5-man squad upgrade, he still retains the rifle grenade ability, and the field first aid ability is now 0 munitions cost, which makes it far more usable. Though still a little bit more difficult to use, but now you can just spam it out no problem and not have to worry about the munitions cost. Grenadiers do take a bit of damage to do have the half track. We do have a guard squad loading the deploying field. He could load the guards back of the half track. He is going for quad. If he would have loaded not upgrade the quad, he could have loaded back the half track and go for some drive-bys.
We have an
Quad half track pushes his way forward, trying to hit that mortar half, or not mortar half track, just regular mortar. 2-2 Panzerfaust does get a nice burst there. Grenadiers do take the volley there. 2-2 taking out hits. We do not have 80 grenades, and that was a little bit of bluff there. But he's pushing forward. He's way too wounded. Guards coming for a nice little flank, so that 2-2 is done for. Mortar could start barrage in the last location the quad half check. He did also lose a Grenadier in the mix of it. He lost the 5-man squad upgrade. Graded 1. Probably lost to the guards. I see a pile of corpses there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
We do now have the stormtroopers spawn filled with MP40s. It's a shame that the stormtroopers don't get a 5-man squad upgrade to make them actually a bit more usable.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Mortar scatters a little bit wide. Ambush, or ready for ambush. 2-2 Carcass in a good position to provide heavy cover to his opponent. And thanks to conscripts for firing behind heavy cover, Grenadiers moving around. It's going to be easy win there for the conscripts. The heavy cover does get destroyed by that mortar. Grenadiers push forward. We got the ambush assault there on the stormtroopers. Does find the quad half track getting ripped apart by it. Of course, the ambush assault does slow down even the retreat. Bit of splash damage hit there on the bomb engineers. Pioneers moving around to have the conscripts catch at that point. More sandbags now being deployed in the field.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Pack 4 deployed in the field. Flamer get an excellent burst on that Grenadiers. Grenadiers need a fully withdrawal. He could try to back on off to get some medical supplies himself, but he's just way too close to the enemy.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Mortars raining on in. Comm engineers bound there, quite wounded. Engine 4-2 lines some shots over here, but does fall back nice and early. Oh, that's the pause button. I was trying to click on the player. Battle Phase 2 has not been researched. He has enough fuel to get it researching, but he'll be very far from everything else. So player has, of course, his tier 3, has enough fuel for his own tier 4. So right now it looks like the Soviet player is doing quite well for himself. Comm engineer is trying to flank the Pack 40. Mortar firing off one last shot. Grenadiers push forward. Mortar squad needs to start falling back. The flame engineers need to start falling back. Well, it does use the ambush assault. He's trying to go with the wipe. Looks like he will not finish it off. M442 firing away, does get a burst off, does get a heavy cover, but managed to get enough suppression going. Wooden Grenadiers are advancing. No upgrades, he's playing missions for it though. M442 engaging the quad, Pack 40 connects. Pack 40 does not fire again. Grenadiers trying to fall back there. Guards do have DPs. We do now have Tier 4 being built by the Soviet player. By the time that gets fully complete, he probably has enough for a Tier 4 76. At the moment in time, that would be very nice. Good mortar hit there. Open a drink that's near me, so you may hear it open. My apologies. There we go. Yep, all here is just mortars firing away against each other. Stormtroopers did not advance too far forward there. Mobilizers, triple, looks like all the consoles have been upgraded with the 7-man squad upgrade. Quarter half track, this gun still a little bit idle there.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Trying to destroy some of these sandbags. Grenadiers trying to decapture the central VP.
Can now repair their own vehicles.
120mm mortar firing away over there. Plus it's hitting over here.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Looks like it's going to be hitting this gun, Grenadier, next. This guy is in a bit of light cover there. This mortar hit could be pretty accurate. Got a pretty good hit there. Also destroyed some sandbags. MG42 pushing his way forward as well.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Mortar barrage there from the Grenats Warfare. Mortar 102mm mortar trying to hit this Pioneers. The other Stormtroopers were in hiding state. If units push forward, they will get a pretty good shot off. Besides just advance. Binds immediately to a quarter half track, needs to throw a smoke grenade, throws incendiary grenade onto the 120mm mortar. Pack 40 does connect onto the quarter half track. And the 120mm mortar may get wiped on out. He does get wiped on out there, so another Stormtrooper pushes forward to grab himself a free 120mm mortar. Grab that. That's such a good asset to steal. This gun either shoots that mortar. Because he's hitting the Pack 40 instead. Incendiary grenade onto the guards.
We have a new T-34 standing by. The enemy is
T-34 85 on now on the field. Pack 40 does connect onto the T-34 85. Don't see any landmines to hit that T-34. Grenadiers trying to rotate around, trying to get some Panzerfaust soft going. The 120mm mortar has been obtained by the Wehrmacht player. Pack 40 does get decrewed. Panzerfaust 1 and 2 are firing. MG42 does get decrewed. Another Pack 40 build queue. Conscripts may on to steal that this or Pack 40. That would be very nice. Mortar needs to start barraging the Pack 40 as well.
our industry grows.
Does decrew the gun immediately. Very nice.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Foes are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked. Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Looks like T-34 85 still backing on off. Doesn't take too much extra damage. This gun does go down. Another Stormtrooper does fall back there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Pack 40 set on up. This guy's pushing forward. This Pack 40 did get forward to short. That could have been from the mortar barrage, honestly. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. And does get a little bit of healing there going. Does get Infectious 1 healing out of combat. Good 120mm mortar hit there on the 7-man conscript squad. Good splash hits there. Does use another tactical assault, but the problem is you take more damage or have higher received accuracy, so you get ripped apart pretty quickly. Great mortar hit there. Does not lose that stormtrooper. This T485 now trying to clean up this Zisk gun. Zisk or Pack 40. Zisk gun also gets a good shot there. Captain MG may go down there. Great shot there in the regular mortar. Pack 40 connects. We are now for the Fatherland activated. Rolls another miss there. Panzerfaust does connect onto the quad half track.
The enemy is taking our territory. The sector has been. Our base is under attack.
Does capture up the Pack 40, gonna rotate around. Oh yeah. 120mm mortars are just nice to have, whether they be stolen or not. Pack 40 misses the T485.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Conscripts on the captured MG42 set on up. Stormtroopers do fall back there. Zisk gun does get a good shot on the quad, knocking half itself down. And next shot does take it out. Doesn't really have to worry about shooting down aircraft. It's very unlikely to shoot down the fragmentation bomb before it drops its bombs. MG42 set on up, trying to fire against these conscripts. Next mortar, double mortar hit there, nails that conscript. I can't tell you what I like more, the 120mm mortar or the US Pack howitzer. Both of those assets are just very nice to have. And they're roughly the same amount of manpower. I think they are. They're both 340, right? I just remember when the Pack howitzer used to cost 400 manpower. Do now have a Katusha on the build queue. Was that demolition charge? I think that may have been a stormtrooper booby trap. And that's this gun needs to fall back, get some healing. The Verrock player has 200 field at the moment, has battle phase 2. Against a T485 and a Katusha, Panzer IVs would be very nice. Problem is right now it's manpower. We could save him for a burn bar.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Rude hit there in the Pioneers. Thought that shot was going to nail them.
We are losing a sector.
Better healing that stormtrooper.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Let's get a good shot there on the T476. Grenadiers will take a bit of damage, so here Katusha Barrage running on in. Does nail the MG, hits the Grenadiers, hit the Pack 40. Gets a lot of good hits there. T-485 needs a little bit of repairs, nothing too significant at the moment. You have a Panzer IV in the build queue. Right now, maybe even a Stug would be a little bit better. Hard to say. The barrel players right now just out of manpower though, with a good amount of fuel reserve. If you just focus on manpower income, you could try to get a second Panzer IV out as well. I do now have the stormtroopers push their way forward.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Panzer IV now deployed in the field. Smoke barrage running on in. So it looks like it's going to be a large miss. I think he thought he'll be next to the stone fence. Stormtroopers were not in hold fire state, so they did reveal themselves there. Rolls and miss there. Does get a pen there on the T-485. Grenadiers are trying to decap to that point. Pack 40 sitting on up, trying to get a shot there on the T-485. Conscripts sort of just live idle there. Mordic is a good shot into them.
We have 300 points remaining.
Grenadiers do get fully pinned down. And the Pack 40 does get hit there a little bit as well. Pack 40, maybe just trying to force her to fire the ground or something. Katusha Barrage or hits the Pack 40 a little bit. But let's keep on there. Is this going to get some good shots on that Panzer IV? Also got plinked a little bit there by PTRS fire. Mark target on the Panzer IV. Stormtroopers push straight forward, trying to get some damage on that Grenadier. I got another fragmentation bomb run there, or maybe that's the first. MP40 squad's getting ripped apart though. Those incendiary grenade. Conscript and this gun there. Got some stormtroopers camouflaged along the flank. Small splash hit there, nothing too significant. Smoke barrage in the back line. M42 does hit the Grenadier, does suppress it. T-485 straight forward, got two T-485s now in the field. Pack 40 does connect onto one of them. That is the fresh one. The other one does take a good hit there, could receive double Panzer Faust. The other one is starting to overrun the Pack 40. Panzer 4 needs to start pushing forward. Katusha Barrage will roll some misses there, and the Pack 40 does get on out of there. And now T-485 is starting to fall back now. We have a mark target in the Panzer IV, so maybe we'll not want to cool off a little bit. Does take a pen there. One more pen, it should go down.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Does go down there. Instead of VP trying to be recaptured by the Grenadiers. And now the variant player has no armored assets. A vehicle crew repair activated by the Soviet player. A relatively rare ability, but useful if you lack of commandeers. He does have 2 on the field at the moment. 120 millimeter mortar trying to smoke up the VP. Grenadiers do get fully pinned down.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Stormtroopers spotted, has prioritized fire turned on.
Target vehicle marking available.
Trying to pursue that conscript a little bit, gains some decent damage, but does get suppressed. British barrage raining on in. Everything's starting to fall back there. We do have the commandeers heading down south. This booby trap was detected. Another booby trap up here, which you could actually trigger with the secure mode of the T-3485. Conscripts push way forward, does take a bit of damage. Mortar range a little bit short. Grenadiers and Stormtroopers push way forward. Right now, the X player has 252 tickets versus 306. T-3485 push way forward. This gun or Pack 40 does get destroyed there. We do have another mark target on the Panzer IV. We see more misses there, so the Panzer IV is going to be just fine for the time frame. Pack 4 is trying to set them up and get a good shot off.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Nope, looks like one of the squads went down. Wasn't paying attention to that. May have been a guard squad up here. Not sure. Oh, the game sort of lagged there a little bit. Maybe that's related. Yeah, and Insomnia's card and kick in. Hands 4 firing away, and you know, I am not so sure who's back after the game. Both, it's. I honestly have no idea. We could wait a moment to see who backs out the game, but I think maybe somebody disconnected. Because both these players are not in a position to actually surrender. And usually this, and when the pause happens, usually somebody gets knocked out of the game, whether it be through, I think, leaving the game or get desynced, bugs splatted, not sure. Can't fast forward either. There's a telemine there. It is swept though, so that's not prone to being triggered at the moment. Yeah, I am not sure. Game seems pretty well stuck, so I'm probably gonna end the cast now. Let's see. I do have a replay that was submitted to me. But right now, I do need to use the restroom, so I'm going to take time to restart the game, to clear out the VRAM cache, trying to go to computers too. And while it's rebooting, reloading, I'll use the restroom. I'll try to wake myself up for a moment. One of those days where it's just like, I just can't stay awake. Let's give it a moment.
Sega.
Apologies, I'm back. On to the replay that was submitted to me. And depending how well it goes, it may actually be my last replay tonight since I'm just having trouble staying awake. Ah, perfect description. No key. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another couple Heroes 2 replay, as well on the south side as the blue Wehrmacht Forza got Spa Rotten. No idea how to pronounce that. Rotten? On the north side as red UKF got Anonym. Or Anonymum. Now I'm just kind of overthinking Antarctica. We do have, of course, Tier 1, MG42 into probably Grenadiers. Intersections. Just intersection opener. We do have Dr. Lock-in of the Mobile Assault Regiment. Thank you.
42 team is ready for action.
When it comes to Company Heroes 1 and 2, I still, of course, cast those, and Company Heroes 3 is a game not even worth your time. Because the game sucks. Because if the single player can't even be fun, let alone multiplayer.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Hell, they didn't even have, upon release, they didn't have their microtransaction store available somehow. And every time I see Company Heroes 3 gameplay footage, I still see Company Heroes 2 placeholder icons. Nope, looks like the British player is going straight for the fuel point. His vehicles are very thirsty. This one's going for a bit more balanced capture. After all, every single strategic point is half emissions, half a fuel sector, so still provides you good income. MG42 pushing pretty far forward. Got a well here. A well. Capture that fuel point over there. Fuel point here. Triple intersection. Has enough for another, as well as tacking up to the platoon command post. Finds the MG42. Probably good idea to go for the 81mm mortar, since he has a rough idea where the MG42 is at now. Intersection gets behind the cow. And got a bit of damage on each other. It's a bit 50-50 coin flip if he's going to win that fight. He does manage to crawl away from the MG42. Going for another intersection. And lets the Grenadier squad fall back. Another Grenadier on the build queue, so 3 Grenadiers versus 4 intersection.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Intersection is behind heavy cover, which means it will recover some suppression quicker, like so. The Grenadiers do go to this cutoff sector, however, we've got an intersection here. We could get on top of the point. The Grenadiers getting a lot of free damages since they are, of course, not moving when firing there. But of course, those fall back there, getting a lot of free damage to intersection because they're moving away, which means they're not firing against the intersection. Grenadiers do get some great hits there in that intersection, forcing back 2v1. Got now Vickers deployed in the field. Intersection come for a flank. This intersection behind some heavy cover. Spot the MG42.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to
And does, of course, force an early retreat. And he making the full squad right there. Got a bit of cover there to help out the Grenadier. Stood and shot there, and getting throwing some rounds in the MG42, so the Grenadier will escape on out of there. No squad wipe. Intersection now captured the VP. Over here, we do have the various sectors over here being captured on up. Grenadier needs course healing, but that's not very likely at the moment. Almost enough manpower to get the bunker, has enough manpower for the medic upgrade. Does decapture the cutoff sector, very nice. MG42 firing away. Over here I got the Grenadiers moving about. Do have these guys push their way forward. And MG42 looks like just generally being a move forward. Falls back to another fence post. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like the MG42 is just being a move forward. Pioneers probably get forced back. And fully wiped out there. Gets the cutoff sector, or maintain it being cut off. So nice, very little pick there. Pioneers. Not sure. This is one problem as well. I really wish that the MG42 and the Grenadiers just get swapped. Put the Grenadiers in tier 1 or tier 0, and the MG42 in tier 1. It really does hurt Wehrmacht. Their openers are just slow because of that. And Pioneers are just inadequate for their costs as well. Intersection behind some heavy cover. Grenadiers behind some light cover. Going for a rifle grenade. He is a little bit wounded. He's going to eat some damage. And does fall back there. MG42 does hit the intersection here. And right now, both fuel sectors currently secure by the Wehrmacht player, or by the British player. He's at 110 fuel. He could actually go straight for company command post. 33 fuel. He's going for tier 2, yeah. British player should tech up, rush out Cromwell or Centaur. Centaur in this case would be very nice. The Wehrmacht is not select doctrine. That's not select doctrine. Do have the very fun doctrine, German infantry doctrine. German mechanized, a very fun doctrine as well. 250 half tracks. People don't deploy 250 half tracks enough. That's a very good unit. It is like, it has like what, 9 point something armor in comparison to like the M3 used by Soviets. It's like 5 point something armor. While it has what, also 320 health as opposed to the 240 if I remember correctly. So it's about 3 to 4 times more durable, which makes it very good for putting a Pioneer of a flamethrower in the back of it. In German infantry, it could be a 5-man Pioneer later on as well. Grenadier squad took a lot of damage. Maybe the 250 half track only had 240 health, but still the extra armor rating, it makes it almost twice as durable to small arms. 2-2, push way forward, got a bit of healing here. Very nice. Maintain some of that healing as well. We also have the Blitzkrieg Doctrine, which does have nice mix abilities, though not very synergist. Though it's not very nice to have both recon and loiter, so you can have a self-spotting loiter. Essentially engaging the Pioneers. 6 pounder not being on the build queue, and the British player is teching up. Go straight for a Centaur or Cromwell. At this rate, Centaur. This one got out 2-2. And with our Cassavage, you know he's very far, even just getting battle phase 2, let alone getting a Stug or Pansivore to counter the Centaur. Yeah, I really do think Centaur is a good call. You never know which doctrine your opponent may go for. Good chance for a loiter. And Centaurs are pretty nice to say no loitering. Intersection does take quite a bit of damage there. MG42 still firing away. Does fall back there. He does have a medic squad back home, as well as some pyrotechnics deployed in the field.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us. Leichter Panzerschmähwagen reporting. New anti-tank gun has arrived.
6-pounder or Pack 40 now deployed in the field. Essential section taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to be focused fighting this guy here. That one does fall back. This one needs to fall back. But since he was charging open ground, unable to take out one of these squads, does force back that one. Grenadiers does get on the other side of the heavy cover. Intersection does get it as well. So right now it's about a 50-50 coin flip, but dropping that model there is quite important. Got an LMG upgrade as well, so I think the Wehrmacht player will win that fight. Two does get repaired on up, capture the munitions sector. And it looks like the Grenadier does fall back there. Good amount of healing there. He has enough for a Centaur. I do understand if he goes straight for a Cromwell. And we do have a Cromwell in the build queue. Cromwell, of course, that has a good anti-tank gun. If you have trouble judging how often quickly your opponent will get out a tank, Cromwell is definitely a better call. Right now, his opponent does not even have Battle Phase 2 yet. So he is about, what, 125 fuel or 115 fuel advantage before even possibly getting out Panzer IV. So about 4 to 5 minutes of fuel, if assuming the ground he doesn't lose any ground, particularly to the Cromwell. So this Cromwell has a lot of room to breathe.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Wehrmacht is going for a mortar. He does have at least one Pack 40. He can probably take a look around for any teller mines. 6-pounder destroying some sandbags. Pioneers moving about.
Tank ready and waiting.
Another Pack 40 on the build queue. He sees the Cromwell. He has prioritized fire on the Cromwell, trying to hunt down that 2-2. Nice, a little bit of healing there, going for the other fuel sucker. Brens have been plotted in the field. I'm more biased towards a 5-man squad than Brens, but both are still very nice. Of course, he does not have the option of a munitions sink. You can also go for Mills bombs at that rate as well. Cromwell, no Panzerfaust there. We need 2 Panzerfaust to snare the engine, and even at that point, won't be that useful. He does not have a Royal Engineer, although he does have the vehicle crew repair, but is half command point away. But he may need to get out a Royal Engineer. 1 Panzerfaust connecting. Other Panzerfaust will connect. He's nowhere near going down. Needs some good hits there. Needs quite a bit more command points. It's about like a little over 1,000 experience to get out 1 command point. So he still needs another 250, probably 260-ish experience before he can get out this next command point. Does get actually quickly summon out some recovery sappers, which is very good. A very much more quick option to try and go for regular Royal Engineers. Oh, got a pyrotechnic flare there. It is in the middle of formation, though the scatter and the barrage is a little bit tight, so it actually may have trouble hitting the back guys. Though he is getting flanked, which is also great hitting the back guys. First round will connect, hits the guy in front, and does decrew with the guys in the back. Gotta be careful as well. It always seems like 25-pounders actually do a decent amount of friendly fire. You actually see a decent amount of friendly fire damage there. do now have the German mechanized doctrine. At this rate, Stug may be a good idea. Stug and the shortboard Panzer IV is very nice. Though probably will go for a Panzer IV. Oh. Oh, guess 360 no scope on two of those models there. I assume it's no scope because it's close range.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us. We're ready for orders.
Now we got another MG42 in the build queue because the previous one was captured. He still has a Vickers on the field. Where has that Vickers been this entire game? I don't think it has one kill so far, but I don't remember actually seeing it actually being used this entire game. Grenadiers are starting to fall back. And recovery sapper getting hit by everything.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Grenadiers loses some cover there. Up here, Grenadiers engaging. This section trying to get behind the cow. But of course, getting hit by everything upon advancing is not great. Two moving around.
New job, sir.
Mortar running on in, trying to hit this intersection. This guy's a little bit short. 52, of course, keeping alive for a spotting scope is still very important. That's a 2 pack 40s for anti-tank. And I don't think I've seen any teller mines just yet. He has plenty of munitions, so maybe some teller mines would be very nice. One Pioneer though, so he maybe that one Pioneer could be overtaxed. The good pack 40 shot there in the Cromwell.
The capture point is being overrun.
Grenadiers do take a bit of suppression there. We do have this intersection does take a bit of damage. It's running a little bit short. That squad does fall back. 2-2 Grenadiers going for this strategic point. As MG, the Vickers does get forced back by the mortars.
300 points remaining.
Piet's Sapper squad just captured the mission sector very nicely. This is pack 4 trying to destroy some of these sandbags there. Bit of smoke barrage there. That must be, yep, most of the vehicle crew repairs was utilized. We have now a Firefly deployed on the field. Hands for just got deployed on the field. Honestly, that Firefly, I would probably go for a Cromwell, another Cromwell rather than Firefly. Particularly the fact that he didn't even see that Panzer IV yet. Maybe he's expecting his opponent to go for a Panther. I think that, like I said, another Cromwell in this situation would be great.
Trying to take one of our points.
But he wants some serious AT. That, of course, will provide it to him. He is lacking serious AT. He has one pack 40, not pack 40, 6-pounder, one Cromwell. And the Firefly will give him serious AT. And he does not need to pull out any more AT. Which could allow him to start following up with land matches too. Yeah, that could be a nice composition. Get serious AT now, so you can justify getting the land matches later. He has enough population of one more for a land matches. Grenadiers may get wiped out here. Does take a pen from Pack 40. Firefly advancing, got some bounces and misses on the Cromwell.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Section pushes way forward. Due to still causing some issues for him. When he gets to Emergency 2, the spotting skills will get another will stack with the Emergency 2 spotting, making it a very good spotter. Hard squad taking some damage, but getting some good hits there onto the Pack 40. Does decrew the Pack 40. You could throw a pyrotechnic flare on top of the Pack 40. That will probably destroy it all. Has plenty of health to tangle with the Panzer IV. Or the Carmel has enough health to tangle with the Panzer IV. Firefly has taken some hits though. 6-pounder may got a shot off of here. Maybe he was trying to hit the AT gun. Carmel rolls some misses. Rolls miss with the Firefly. Good pen there in the Panzer on the Cromwell.
Intercepts put Harry Hun on 200 points.
Your section's starting to fall back.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Rainier's getting suppressed.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Mortar gains good hits on the Vickers. Grenadiers are starting to fall back now. Great hit there. And looks like the Cromwell is going to get smoked.
A capture point is being overrun.
Grenadiers going to capture the central VP. We do have these guys moving around. Pyrotechnic squad could throw, of course, a pyrotechnic flare. Does fall back a little bit to that heavy cover. Another Cromwell. That's quite reasonable. Centaur is actually justifiable as well, but that also put in some pop caps, so no chance for a land mattress. Which also the land mattress actually made the best option. Just help deal with all the AT guns. Force fire on the ground there, getting excellent hit on the Pack 40s. Very, very nice. Gets a shot there as well. Cromwell's could try quickly picking off. Panzer does quickly pick off there. Takes a bounce in return. The game's going very well with the British player right now. Firefly advancing. Gets a shot there on 2-2. I send a round clean through it. Panzer Strikes. 2-2 does go down. Panzer Strikes hitting the Cromwells. Panzer Files engaging one of the Cromwells. It will be, looks like 2 shots away from death. Panzer IV gets a good, receive a good hit there. One of these Cromwells can throw a smoke shell. So a little bit idle there, getting some good hits there. Panzer IV goes down to Firefly. Those drop Panzer Strike saves the Cromwell. Pack 40 advancing. Another Panzer IV in the build queue. This is a 6-pounder somewhere. Mortar, I guess, right here. Firefly does take a hit, which honestly is not too bad of a situation. Land match is going way too far forward. You don't want to donate a land mattress to your opponent. Grenadiers pick up Panther Strike that could destroy the land mattress. After all, land mattresses, like most of the howitzers, if the gun itself gets destroyed, the actual gun, it will actually decrew it immediately. He's going to try to steal it or destroy it. He's trying to steal it. I say it's worth a shot. Because right now, either he just steals it or it gets full destroy at the current rate. Oh, there's actually a description bar if you highlight the health bar. This unit's health value. If it gets low, the unit has a greater chance of dying to enemy attacks. I did not realize you could highlight the health bar, you get a tooltip. I saw the yellow shield there. I thought it was a indication about it's in light cover. Man, I'm going crazy. Decruise the land mattress. It may go to throw a pyrotechnic flare and let it get destroyed. Trying to hit the Pack 40, starts to decruing it. Cromwell and Firefly advance way forward. The other one's still receiving repairs. These guys do get suppressed. Receive a good hit there. Bundle grenade force him back. Pack 40 connects to Firefly. Firefly's trying to destroy the land mattress. Does. Firefly's getting hit pretty hard. Decruise the MG42. Or Vickers.
An HMG crew has been lost to enemy.
Vickers does go down. Good hit there on the 6-pounder. MG42 is still captured.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
Panzerfaust will connect on one of these Cromwells. His armor needs to fall back to repairs. He lost his recovery sapper, so he has to rely on the repair ability, but receiving some good hits there. Capture 6-pounder start to advance.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Grenadiers of Panstrek does get a hit there. Panzerfaust, not enough munitions for it.
New land mattress ready to go.
A lot of smoke there from all the repairs. Problem is, attacking ground from a Panstrek will not necessarily be very effective.
A capture point is being overrun.
Trying to decapture that point. Cromwell may get a point-blank shot. Over here, instructions are to fall back.
Enemy threatening a capture point. The Cromwell's ready to roll.
I wonder if you have nothing selected, is that health bar tooltip there? Nope. Oh yeah, I always forget that there's also a tracking button for the replay. Looks like this intersection does find some S mines. There may be more S mines. Yep, I did highlight one. Oh, looks like casualty found another one. Carmel does take some hits there. Hotkey for this button? No, I'm not sure. Firefly does connect. Panzer's 4 does connect. Land mattress, another fresh one there. As 2 kills, you see some Panzerstrike shots. He still has only 1 Panzerstrike on the Panzer Grenadiers.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Panzer Grenadiers push way forward. MG42 sitting on up.
Our supply line's broken.
That seems a good time for a bundle grenade. It looks he's crawling for a bundle grenade. Does not get one off. Does take some damage there.
The enemy cut our supply line.
He may get fully wiped out. Does get fully wiped out. And drops another Panzerstrike. This one already has an LMG, so cannot pick up another weapon. And he picked up 2. If a Grenadier picks up 2 MGs or 2 Panzerstrikes, he must be one to be playing Company Heroes 1, not Company Heroes 2. Pioneers do get suppressed there. Grenadiers get suppressed as well. Cromwell gets a great shot there. Pack 40 connects onto the Cromwell. And again as well, needs to start getting on out of there. Let's see, will.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
And the artillery officer does get intercepted by the captured Vickers. Right now, the Axis players have only 331 tickets. However, there's a triple capture against the British player, which has 423 tickets. So the British player's ahead, but he's also behind. Not necessarily armor-wise, though. British player does have some excess resources. Not a lot of munitions at the moment, though. Getting some hits there on that 6-pounder. May get it fully wiped out, but there's only 3 guys firing away. Your section is taking some damage there. They need to fall back. Destroys the captured 6-pounder. And it sounds like some drop Brens as well. There's been a lot of drop weapons so far this game. Land mattress firing away. Let's focus on hitting the Grenadiers. Need some splashes there. This section needs to start falling back. Cromwell hitting the Pioneer of a Panzerschreck. Good pens there. Pack 40 connects on the Firefly. As the Pioneer may get wiped on out. Loss of both a Panzerschreck and a Minesweeper there. Pioneer sending to the Central VP. Got captured in favor of the British player.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Inch 42 here, severely damaged. Down south, got a pair of Panzer IVs, of course. They needed repairs. He lost the Pioneer, so he's getting that replaced. Emergency 2 mortars, smoking out the VP, very nice. Even though there's nothing to smoke out, I always love to see the smoke barrages.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained. We're losing a capture point.
Grenadiers getting hit. Section as well. Mortaring it. Some tell me this is going to be a pretty deadly hit on the rifle grenade fired. Where he was, that would have been a pretty good mortar hit. But he did dodge it along with the rifle grenade. Cromwell hitting some terrain there. Over here, we do have now the intersections. That Grenadier does get wiped on out. No hammer nor anvil. I'm always more impartial towards anvil because I think Churchills are very good. And in team games, the tide of Churchills is very hard to deal with.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Panzer IV, get some shots there. We do have... I actually don't... Oh, it's the officer smoke. That's what it was. A lot of smoke there. Panzer IV firing away. We do now have a bit of damage over here. Flame Jares immolating the infantry section. Another land mattress barrage here. Grenadiers do walk into the barrage a little bit there. Panzer IV is pretty fortunate to hit that Cromwell, but the Firefly here facing the wrong direction. Panzer IVs may take the Cromwell, but doesn't bounce and get distracted. Cromwell getting tied up on this terrain object. There's some smoke there, and does manage to barely escape on out of there. A little bit poor play on both players, which hurt the Wehrmacht player a little bit more because he could have actually secured a kill. As forward, find the healthy Cromwell.
The capture point is being overrun.
Against the triple Panzer IVs, Churchills would be also excellent. Churchills healed up quite nicely. That got hit pretty hard there. This Panzer IV is taking some, or Cromwell's taking some hits there as well. This guy needs to start falling back. This actually can't do anything to these Panzer IVs at the moment. Vickers firing away.
Enemy threatening a capture
We have this section starting to fall back. Good hit there. Much needed repairs. 2 pioneers is probably good with 3 vehicles. Up here, just only the 1 sapper, but he does the vehicle crew repair and no big munition sink. So while a little bit more expensive, of course, he's also a pop cap as well, so he has to use the missions on that. Infantry 42 does find the Grenadiers. Grenadiers looks like trying to go for a rifle grenade. The Axis players on the 51 tickets, not too many remaining.
Our attacking hammer tactics are ready for use.
Hammer's been selected, not anvil. Darn. But Hammer does have a good point right now for the emergency warp speed, and that would be very nice right now. So here we've got the intersection pushing way forward. Need some hits there on that intersection. Smoke barrage there from the artillery officer. Intersection does take quite a bit of damage. This intersection with pyrotechnics pushing forward. Now is probably a good time. Those throw a pyrotechnic flare. Looks like it's the coordinated barrage ability. Land mattress also running in. Does throw some take aim. Intersection, however, there needs to start falling back. First round's probably going to be pretty deadly. Yep, got some good hits there. Those 2 weapons may get wiped out. Transforce to use some repairs. Firefly has some health to work with. No tulips on it. Mortar got decrewed. MG is fully destroyed. You see a part of it's... No, that's a leg, not a gun. Double pen, triple pen, quadruple pen on the Panzer IV, knocking out very quickly. Good pen there, or hit. I'm not sure what he's sort of lolling about. Maybe because how quickly the Panzer IV went down. But there's 3 anti-armor sources. 4 hit kills, 4 hits to kill a tank goes down very quickly. That's why my mod, I redid a lot of health balancing on all the tanks, so they take 5 hits rather than 4 hits. I think 5 hits is a good number. 4 hits is very quick, especially with double AT guns. Just, for example, the US AT gun has a reload rate of 3 seconds, and so in about 3 seconds, your tank can go down. Grenadiers push the point, does hit that. That one does have a pan trick. Does drop an LMG there, but this one has a Bren, so you will need to get another Grenadier over here. He could possibly, nope, that he can't pick it up there. Another Grenadier could be a double equipped LMG Gren. The player has the capture in his favor. The Axis player is starting to run very low in tickets. Getting some great hits there. Firefly gets a good shot. Looks like that was a force fire on the ground, so he's gaining pretty great force fire on the ground. Tulips. Oh, Tulips have an upgrade on this Firefly. Has always been upgraded. Does take that one out. Not paying close enough attention to it. That could have been true. That was actually all force fire ground, looks like. Hard to say exactly that was in vision range, but I think that was actually maybe all force fire on the ground. He just kept on firing and kept on getting hits, and his opponent was not reacting to it. Recovery Sapper does take some damage there. Sections capture those sectors. Panzer IV healthy there, but got the land mattress barrage and some smoke barrage. Excuse me, smoke barrage.
The enemy's down to their last 10 points.
Does take a good hit there. Many pens there under the Cromwell. We do have a drop Flammenwerfer. It works some flammes. Now this Pioneer is now double Flammenwerfer. Good pens there onto that Cromwell. Good veterancy on all of these tanks here. Does go for Stug. Cheaper options necessary at this moment in time. Short barrel Panzer IV could have been also helpful to be a force multiplier. Panzer track connects in the Firefly. Any sections pushed down south. We do have the double flame warfare hitting the officer. They have a blob of sections there. Destroys the Pack 40. And with this, the Axis player is down to 1 ticket. If there's just a brief moment where his opponent has a superior capture, he wins. Which could be this. We have some smoke being brought on here. Cromwell firing away. Those are the Pioneer, pick up the LMG 42. Land Mattress Barrage raining on in. And oops, looks like the infantry section is chasing this down. He could have won the game right there. Misclick. Firefly does connect. Infantry section is still chasing the Pioneers. And they may get fully wiped out because that does lose the Pack 40. Pack 40 getting hit by the Firefly. Has veterancy 3, so it actually has more damage to its gun, so it should be able more reliably to shot to AT weapons. This usually does take 3 shots to take out an AT gun, but that slightly bit extra health does help out. I think the Firefly also blitz on out of there. Yep. Rifle grenade on that intersection does eat a bit of damage. MG42 suppressing the officer. Does smoke up the MG42 while at it. Intersection needs to get on top of that point. Oh, and that guy's getting ripped apart. The British players started throwing away some squads. He could have easily won the game if he hadn't made that misclick. Cromwell's pushing the way forward. His opponent has 1 Stug, 1 Panzer IV, no more AT guns. And I think they're all fully destroyed now. So the British player does have more AT. That's going to depend on that Pan or Cromwell. Good hit there on that Grenadier. Everything getting healed on up back over here. Force for the ground, but rolls a miss. Force for the ground, rolls the structure hit. If the structure has health, it will more likely stop shots. If it gets full destroyed, it's easy to shoot through it. And also, if you stick your barrel in the center of the structure, it's easy to shoot through it as well. Destroyed and barrel sticking through, because I think it has to go through less panels in order possibly to collide.
We're losing a capture point.
MG42 hitting the Grenadier. Miss inbounds on the Panzer IV. Miss pen. You have now the MG42 over here hitting the intersection. It's trying to capture the central VP, and you need to fully capture this time, or decapture this one. This one is pinned. Once you capture this, it will be instantly game over. And that is game. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, I am having trouble staying awake at the moment, so I'm going to be ending the stream a little bit early this week. This is Great saying thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some